Hi, and welcome to my channel. This is KB Worth Saving 101, and I'm KB, Kim Baker. If this is your first time visiting my channel, then welcome. I am a lifetime thrifter turned reseller, and this is my journey. Today happens to be a Thredup Tuesday, and I'm going to throw you some tips and my ideas of what's going to be happening for my new year and go from there. So, guys, I have been receiving a lot of items back, as many have probably also. You know, if you haven't dealt with Thredup, currently my plan is only to send in items that I would be willing to donate, and I don't want back. I don't care when they get processed, and I probably won't even care to mark them up. That's if I decide to go through and send in any more boxes. What I will tell you is, while reclaiming these items, before I would rebox them up, sometimes, most of my items were new. I would purchase them specifically to send into Thredup. I'm in an area where I find a lot of bread and butter, and I am a slow lister. My goal was to get higher dollar values, faster listing, and make the money and not have to do so much work. Thredup definitely is not one of those platforms where you don't have to do work. In fact, if you still have boxes that haven't processed yet, do yourself a favor. While I am going through and listing these items, I am finding so many items are incorrectly described. And the description I never went into when my boxes were processing. I would go through and you're got your items and you're like, okay, boom, 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 check in. This is what I got. This is what's missing. This is what was, all that good stuff. And I would check to make sure they had the right actual brand. And then in that top listing, the correct size. Besides that, the price point. If I couldn't mark it up, if it was marked as a casual dress and it should have been a formal, which would have gave me more dollars, those were the things I would contact them on. I personally did not go into each and every description. And I'm going to tell you, if you have boxes that are still processing, do yourself a favor and go into the descriptions. I do believe more items would have sold if I had paid attention to that. I didn't. And as I'm relisting, I will find that there's a size in the title that's different than in the actual description. I will find that the measurements are off, well, they're not off, but they'll put the measurement for width in the length and the length and the width. I've had more than one dress that described as strapless, and they weren't. I've had a dress described as strapless, and then right below it, it said short-sleeved. So the description boxes I didn't pay attention to, and could have made, I think, a difference. So if you have the time and you're still utilizing them, that is something I would maybe consider looking into and seeing if they would go through and correct. I had a hard enough time getting them to, most of the time, correct the incorrections. And so for me, that seems like a lot of work, but again, it'll make a difference whether the item sells or gets returned. We wonder. My boxes go to Phoenix. I live in Phoenix area, so mine go to the Phoenix, and every warehouse is different. So you might have better people at your warehouses, and you might have better, listers, but that's something to keep an eye on. The other thing is that I had an item that was sold. I was supposed to receive the payout, and it took, I had to contact them. I contacted them like 2 weeks after it was supposed to have been payout, going, okay, it's in limbo, and they said it was going to be returned. I actually did finally receive a payout, but when I contacted them, they actually told me it was being returned. So really stay up on your boxes and your kits. Now, with that being said, this is my reselling journey, and I do appreciate you all joining me. I'll give you the good, the bad, the ugly, and all that in between. So I am going to add in some additional information for my Tuesdays. I'm going to, with the amount of items that I purchased a lot getting ready to send into Thredup because that was really going to be part of my business model to make the most that I could. I am now, changing things up. We're going into a new year. I am going to take some more items that have not been sent in, have never been listed on my platform or Thredup's platform. And I'm going to go through them, divide them up, and take them into buy, sell, trade stores. I need to get my inventory under control, and because I buy at such a low dollar value, anything that I spent only $1 on, I will be looking at and seeing if I could go through and send them, or not send them, take them to, for my more mature, Style Encore and Clothes Mentor, for my more trendier, younger type items, and my men's, I might go through and take over to Buffalo Exchange, and whatever isn't taken, then they'll take that to Plato's Closet. So I will be utilizing my Tuesdays as, I believe, that kind of info. I am going to tell you that it is the holiday season, and unless I have some major news for Thredup, I'm going to start breaking down my items and trying to get that going with my buy sell trade stores. So I will not be doing a Thredup Tuesday video next week, I don't believe. So this might be my last one before the new year, and I will see you next year, hopefully. By the way, whether or not, if you don't know, YouTube has gone through and decided they can put commercials in anytime they want. So do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below if you can plan on continue watching with me. Because, whether or not you want to, you may get stuck seeing commercials, and I'd rather get some credit for it. Hope you guys all have a wonderful holiday season, and I look forward to seeing you in the new year with better news.